Hi Nithya, very good morning.
Hi, good morning.
Nithya, I want to say you something.
Yes.
From 1st of January, I had a very tough time. My husband had an extreme COVID case. So he was admitted in ICU. He was there for 9 to 10 days. It was life threatening and everything. And then by God's grace, he recovered. And then I was found COVID positive. I was there for 17, 18 days in hospital and very bad lung infection with pneumonia. And then I got discharged 3 days back, came in an isolated house because my husband is still in vulnerable state and I don't want that, from my end he should get any infection or like that. In midst of everything, my father-in-law got fracture because my husband was so critical that he couldn't take it. And my mother-in-law's BP shoot up. I was not up for help because even I was hospitalized. But one thing, the moment I was in hospital and everything went off well. I was listening all your calls till date of Soul Temple and all this, the Zoom you have been doing. I have been there consistently with you, if you remember, since months now. And listening to them again was a blessing.
Thank you so much.
They are too good, Nitya, and the way you deliver shows that your entire body and being is soaked in kindness and gratitude.
Thank you so much. So, is everyone better now at house?
Yes, my husband is recovering at the speed of space with total ease. I am fine, though I'm not going at home right now also. But yes, now I have kept maid and everything, all that fine.
Okay. Nice to hear. Thank you so much. You're so kind.
You deserve this, Nitya. You totally deserve this.
Thank you so much. Thank you for all of you for receiving everything that I say. That's so amazing. So let's start with asking our bodies. Body, even
What?
let's start with asking our body, right? Even though we have to release and let go things, with how much ease can you let it go? And everything that does not allow you to let go with ease, will you destroy and uncreate it?
Yes.
Strong, good, bad, pot, rock, all nine shots, boys and beyond. So even if the body is having any disease or discomfort, let's ask for ease with it. A lot of these things, even COVID, we pick up because of our points of view, some point of view. Your body never wants to pick that up. We pick it up because we have some point of view. So let's do this. All the points of view that do not serve me or my body and that are creating any disease or discomfort for my body, I now choose to destroy and uncreate them all. Right, wrong, good, nine shots, poison, beyonds. All the diseases and discomforts that I'm creating in my body with all the points of view that I'm choosing that no longer serve me, I now choose to destroy and uncreate them once and for all eternity. And everything that does not allow in the call background that now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, I've muted everyone. If you have any questions, please do ask. Unmute yourself and ask, otherwise I won't hear you. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Thank you, Ritu. Good morning, Gopi. Good morning, Lalita. Okay, so let's get started. So, what have I decided that I have to let go last year that I did not let go? So, my body is choosing to let go in the not so much comfortable ways. Everything that is times a godzillion will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys, men. This I'm creating based on what Varsha said that it started off as a year of with a lot of problems. So why would it start like that? If you had wanted this year to be like really amazing, so when you ask for anything great, first of all, the things that are not great will show up and they have to leave. Then only greatness can come in. So, and that's why in Access they say you create everything in your life. You make everything, right? It is not that someone else did it. Jasmine, do you have a question? Okay, cool. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, what did I decide to let go last year? That I also decided that I cannot let go, so that I'm in conflict with my own body. Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, guys, today is this is February. 1 month is over in 2021. It is random. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, what can I be or do different today to have so much ease with what I do, so that my body heals by itself? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What have I decided that should change in the new year that I'm not happy with, since it's not changed? Because I've not let go of what does not serve me anymore. And where am I doing the same thing and expecting everything to change? So, everything that brought up and let down for you, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What have I decided that I should let go last year that I have not yet let go, and I've decided I have not yet let it go, so that it creates so much disharmony and disease in my body, in my workplace, and in my life, and in my relationships? Everything that is, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resigned, destroy, and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, what can I be or do different so that my body and my being and my mind all are in harmony with each other? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What invention am I using to create so much discomfort with other people in my workplace, so much discomfort with my body, and so much discomfort in my life, which makes my life harder than what it should actually be? And everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different to have so much peace and harmony with my body, with my being, and with my mind? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Okay, okay. So, what is it that I still should let go from my body and my being? And how much ease can I have with letting it go without causing any discomfort to my body? And everything that does not allow me to let go with ease, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What is it that I've decided that I'm not able to see in my life, that I allow my whole eyesight to get affected? Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What is it that I've decided that I cannot digest in my life? That my whole digestive system goes for a toss. Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What have I decided is so overwhelming that I've made myself low, so lesser, because I've decided I cannot handle it? Everything that is, will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resigned, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And what can I be or do different to be kind to my own body? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What have I decided that I cannot let go, that I should let go? And because I've not let it go, My body should be in lot of discomfort. Everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So today we'll go back to a basic question. This week, let's try to use this question as much as possible. What is that question? What is so right about me, or what is so right about this that I'm not getting? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Hi, Bindu. Thank you for joining. Okay. So for every situation that, again, it's a judgment, right? There is nothing like a bad situation or a good situation. But every time you get into constriction or judgment, especially in your office place, when you feel it's not going your way and you add to it, it will become worse. So when we hit those situations, let us immediately start asking, what is so right about this that I'm not getting? Because the universe, like we said, when you have to let go of a lot of crap, for greatness to come in, that phase of letting go is not easy. It just seems, it doesn't show up the way you expect, and then it seems like everything is going wrong. And now at that moment, if you say everything is going wrong, you will go down. So that is the moment when we have to change things, when we have to ask for change. And let us trust the universe. The universe always has your back, and it will never ever give you anything that you cannot handle. So when you know that you can handle it, it'll be different. The confidence with which you start looking at things will be different. When you know you can handle everything in life, life itself is insignificant. Like, just for fun, everything is for fun. When you start thinking, I can't handle this, what if this goes wrong, what if I uh, make a mistake here, and you start getting overwhelmed, then the situation becomes bigger than you. Okay, so everywhere you do not believe the infinite being that you truly are, and you make every situation bigger than you so that you can make yourself so much lesser, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shots, boys and girls. Okay, I know a few of us have had not so great childhoods, and even if you've had a good childhood, you always like to blame your parents for something or the other, right? So everywhere I was not allowed to be a child in my life, and everywhere the child in me is longing for validation or attention, that I still choose to be so much lesser of what I can truly be. Will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all to be everything that you can be, and everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that? Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, everywhere in this lifetime, where I've decided that as a child, I did not get enough attention or love or validation, and I'm still desperately seeking for it, even though it will not create anything for me. Will you now choose to destroy and uncreate all that desperation once and for all? Yes, all of you, yes. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What can I be or do different? To be extremely kind to myself and to be there for myself. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. So, what can I be or do different? To be something that I've never been before, in such a way that all the situations get handled with so much ease to create something greater for me and everyone else. In everything that does not allow me to have so much fun in handling the situation and so much ease and adventure in changing things, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What situations am I anticipating that will happen today that will not go in my favor? And because I've already anticipated that it'll work against me, everything that is times a godzillion, will you now destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, poc, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Everywhere I've let go of the anxiety and the stress, but I still hold on to little anticipation and projection of what is the outcome, instead of being the energy that can create something much more. Will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. What is the value that I see in choosing and being lesser than who I can truly be? Everything that is times a godzillion will you now destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds. Okay. Questions, people? Any questions? You guys are very silent today. Looks like everyone is like listening to me and not thinking much. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and beyonds.
Okay, Nithya, I have a question here. I'm Usha.
Yes, Usha.
Yeah, sometimes like we want today, supposing we are at ease, but sometimes the mind, like clutters here and there, thinking of other people, about the workplace, about this, that. So how to settle down that mind, that no, no thinking negative on thinking something, because the more we speak, the more it becomes a reality, like that. How to prevent that? I mean to say.
For every thought you have, don't fight with your mind. Don't fight with your mind, but just say, interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. And it's okay if your mind says some things once in a while. Don't try to resist what it's saying. Allowance is the key. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. Interesting point of view, I have this point of view. And have to do it like crazy, like for maybe 100 times or 500 times every day for the next 7 8 months, and then you will see that how you can really go beyond your mind. It's completely possible.
Okay, thank you.
At what we call nine shots, boys and beyonds. How to be authentic to self. How do you be authentic to yourself? When you're authentic, all I can say is life will be easy. Your mind, your being, and your body, all of them will have the same kind of thinking. What you say and what you think will be the same. If you're not authentic, you will think something, you will say something else, and that just takes more energy than what is required. So yeah, so if you don't want to waste a lot of energy, it's good to be authentic. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. And you might start this question: what can I be or do different to be so authentic to myself that I'm always in harmony with myself? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all?
Good
Right,
morning, Nithya.
right, pot, pock, all nine shorts, boys and girls. Hello, good morning.
Good morning, Ritika here. So you just said that you have to like say it like crazily over 100 times or 500 times that I have got this interesting point of view. So that was pertaining to the particular question you answered, or like you have some kind of thoughts as you said and don't resist. So it's for all those thoughts, or it's just that particular thought and you say it for 5 to 7 months, or it could be as a practice you keep saying it for whatever you are believing that it's not working out.
Yeah, so Usha had asked, how do I go beyond my mind? So she said,
Okay.
every time, like, now I'm okay for some time. After that, the mind starts giving some thoughts. So for
Hmm.
every thought that you get, interesting point of view, I have this point of view. And we don't get even 100 or 500 thoughts per day. We get like millions, right? So at
Yeah.
minimum, we have to do 500 or so. And at least for 6 months, then you will see, then you will actually start getting like how much you can go beyond your mind. And it's not hard. It's not hard at all. You just have to be willing to do that.
Thank you. That's interesting. Thank you.
If people around you are inauthentic and you can see it, what do? You don't have to do anything. That's their problem. Just you don't have to judge them. Right, wrong, good, bad, what, pock, all nine shots, boys, myths. See, if you know the truth, you just have more choice. So if you know this person is not authentic, you have information to make a different choice. That's all it is. It is not anything else. And you don't have to do anything. We don't have to try to correct people or change them. It's just that you have more information, you have more choice. Okay, Chopra uncle, did you have a question?
Yes, yes, Veda, good morning.
Good morning.
So, so in that, what Madam Usha had asked, can we say that what it will take for us to go beyond our mind?
Yes, you can ask that also.
Hmm?
Yeah. We can say, what can I be To go beyond my mind. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison. Yeah. You can say
Thank
take
you.
also. Yeah. Take means you have to do some action. If you say be, you can just relax and also go beyond.
Thank you. Thank you.
Using who does it belong to will also help. All the tools are designed to take you beyond your mind. So please use any tool that feels light to you. Tina, I'll come to you in 1 second. I will just read this. Sometimes we're happy and suddenly we feel upset. We know who does it belong to, and that person's behavior makes you feel different what to do. So let me tell you this, the beauty of life is not in always being happy, always everything is fine. Then you get bored, right? If everything is fine all the time, is that even is that exciting? So the beauty isn't someone doesn't like me, they judge me, but I still be happy. Everything around me is bad, but I still be happy. That's the magic of living. So you are not a cause for anyone or anything. You are not the effect of someone else shouting at you or someone else judging you. You learn to not be the cause for something going wrong in your life and not be the effect of what other people do to you. That is the beauty of living, and that's the power and potential you have, and that's worth everything. It is more than anything else. If you're just present in the situation, you don't judge the person, and they will come to you with an energy of, you're wrong, but the way you be just shifts the energy and everything changes instantly. That is the beauty of life. You guys should focus on experiencing that, and then you'll understand. And then it's just fun. It's like if someone says you are so wrong, you're so bad, it's just fun because you can change it. And they'll tell everyone else this, but when they come to you they will not, because your energy will be different. And that's how you can be. So what's the key here? Non-judgment, allowance. Don't judge even the people who are mean to you or bad to you, just because the judgment is not worth it. It's not good for your body, not because you're like you're superior and you're kind to them, but just because that's the way for you to take care of yourself. And what's the best way to deal with these people who are being mean to you, or when situations are not great to you? What is the best way for you to focus on being happy? That's the one key, right? Because the situation becomes worse because somewhere you're deciding it will create something which will make me unhappy, and that will make you unhappy because you've already anticipating something will make you unhappy. So the more happier you are, the things will change. So what if someone doesn't like you? What's the big deal? You like yourself so much that it doesn't matter. It really doesn't matter whether the other person likes you or not. You are not an effect of what anyone else thinks, right? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, online shots, boys and girls. Your job is only to keep moving forward, keep changing your life. It is not about anyone else. I think your life is only between you and the universe, or you and God, or whatever you connect to. That's all. Everyone else doesn't really matter. What everyone else is just a reflection of sometimes what you think. So if 4 5 people tell you the same thing, it's just for you to take it as feedback and start working on yourself. Otherwise, they're all supporting people. You are the main person in your life, right? Tina, did you have a question?
Yes, Nitya.
Yes.
We've been programmed to be careful. You know this word that our parents and our experiences teach us.
Careful. Are you an infinite being, Tina? Tina, did I lose you? Are you there?
The moment something is about to happen. I know it's from past experiences, but what is it? How do we clear it?
You're asking about the energy of being careful, right?
Yeah, energy of being careful. Like I'm going on a road. I have once tripped on a barbed wire. So next time a barbed wire is there, I know I'm going to skip over it or whatever. But then your brain already goes off in the direction, oh my God, you're going to trip. So that energy of being careful, what is it actually?
Okay. Let's talk about let's talk about fears and careful, right? See, as a baby, when you're born with two fears: the fear of loud noises and the fear of falling down. See, and if you even take a 1 month baby and put them on the bed, or 4 months, when they start crawling, they'll not fall off the bed because they know that, okay, this is going to be harmful for me. So some things it's good when you, it's just common sense, right? You know, if you, there's a wire, if you're going to step on it, it's going to harm you. So this is where, but instead of being careful and afraid, we need to be the energy of present. I'm so present that when I walk, I know what's happening underneath my legs. I will not step on something that's harmful for me. I'm so present that I know. I was telling someone yesterday, right? In the road, when you walk, there are dirty things, there are clean things, but you're present enough to walk on what is clean and what is good for you. So the key here is to be present, sense the energy of what's going to work for you and not, and follow the energy that's working for you. And see, the mind, when it takes you to the past and it tells you to be careful, it is okay, it's good for you to be careful, but you shouldn't give in to the mind and give in to the fear and create a situation where you have to be careful. So what we do is this being careful, make it an interesting point of view. Don't make it a solid point of view. Don't make it a judgment like, I have to be really careful, one. And second is, don't beat yourself up for saying that last time also I did this, I'm not able to go beyond the judgment that I have to be careful. So it's just information. Everything that your mind gives you, look at it as an interesting point of view and information. Okay, your mind has told you this is similar to the last. Okay, thank you for the information. I will be present and avoid it. So convince your mind that way. Don't beat up your mind saying that you're telling me to be careful. I'm judging myself again. I don't want to do this judgment. I don't want to recreate the past. So if your mind does throw something of the past, that is the job of its mind. And your mind does a really good job. I think more than anything else, our minds are the ones that do the right job. Not the right job. Its job is to, make sure you don't repeat things. Its job is to keep on telling you what mistake you made so that you don't make it again. But it's counterproductive because when you keep on dwelling on the mistake, you repeat it. So when your mind says that, thank your mind for giving me the information. It's just information. What can I do with this information? How much more present can I be with this information? And everything that does not allow you to know, be present in this, will destroy. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, rock, all 90 seconds. And just because you tripped once, if you don't want to, it's okay to forget the memory, but doesn't mean you should be tripping again, right? So we need to find, to be an interesting point of view, to be really present, especially when the energy of the past comes up. You have to be even more present. You have to tell your mind, this is the past, so I'm going to choose different now at present, and don't go down with it. Okay.
Sure, sure. And Nitya, thank you for being so energetically present with all of us. I was about to ask a question, which even before I asked it, you have answered it about people bad mouthing you, people saying bad things about you. You know my work situation. I've resigned. So, all kinds of interesting things are being said about me. But thanks for answering that interesting point of view. They have this point of view. Cool. Thank you.
Adventure, that's the fun. They're like, you did this, you did that. Okay, if that's your
Yeah.
point of view, good.
Yeah.
Thank you. Dia, did you have a question?
Yeah, Nitya, it's actually an extension to the one where you were talking about mean people and not really giving, like, responding differently to mean and people who talk bad about you. But what about those people, Nitya, who expect you to be or behave or do something their way? They want you to do that. And if you don't do it, it might flare up the energies, the negative energies, or lead to fights also. So what to do in those situations where I want to ignore them, like, I'm like, completely want to save myself from their energy. But if I don't do a certain thing according what they expect me to do, that will eventually lead to a fight anyways. So what to do in such situations, how to get clarity there or be strong enough to really do what I want to do and not because they have told me to do. Are you getting me?
Yeah, I'm getting you. I'm worried about when you said I have to save myself. So why are those people? Why do you have to save yourself? Are you an infinite being?
Yes, yes, yes.
So one is you don't have to save yourself from anyone. Two, if they fight, it's their problem, not your problem at all.
Yeah.
It's but if it's going to give you ease, right? Let's choose ease.
But I have done so many times. I've done things just because I don't want fight. So, Acha, you said like this. You want me to do this? Okay, I'll do it. I want to save myself from that hassle of you coming and shouting again and fight. Like
But you're
So
choosing
I
that.
don't know whether I'm choosing that because of ease or I'm choosing that because of fear. So now I'm confused about this.
Yeah, so you're choosing that because of anticipation of something will go wrong, and you've already
Yeah.
decided something will go wrong, and you're trying to avoid it.
Yeah.
Guess what? If you resist something, it'll persist. So I'm sure the fight was not avoided anyway by your choice. Right, wrong, good, bad, POD, POC, all nine trans poison milk. So if you're choosing that, be authentic. I'm choosing this for ease, full-fledgedly. And every choice you make is for you. See, it's not for them. You don't want conflict, you don't want fight. So you've chosen it for you to avoid the conflict. But the confusion here is you're like, I'm choosing it for them. I'm not doing what I really want to do. I want to do something different. And that will
Yeah.
start draining your energy when you start
Yeah.
confusing yourself. So let's come back to everything you're doing it for you. Even if you want to avoid conflict, that's ease for you, right?
Right.
You're doing it for you. You can ask, what choice can I make here that will create something good for me and everyone else? That's the question to ask before you make the choice. And if you do make a choice, back it up. No regrets, no questioning your choice. If you're making this choice for ease, I'm making it for ease. If someone tells me something and I'm not in a mood for a fight, I'm choosing to keep quiet. Then it's also choice. That's creating something. But if I look at it like I'm doing this because of them, I don't like what they did, this is not the way it should be, that's where the problem is, right? And you can use your energy for better things. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison ones. So what can I be to handle all of these situations with ease? Everywhere I've made the situation so big that I've decided I have to save myself. Do you have to save yourself from any situation? You have to only have fun. So everything that brought it and led down for you, will you just join and create it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison ones. You might want to listen to this recording again about situations.
Yeah.
What is
I'll
right
do that.
that I'm not getting?
Thank you so much. Yeah, that brings a lot of. Then this is ease. Okay, I got you.
And if you're choosing ease, be happy about it. Like, I don't want to
Yeah.
spend my time defending or explaining. That's for me, not for them. Okay.
Right. True. I don't want fights, so it's okay. I can choose that.
You can choose that.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank you. And Mona is saying how to change the moment when tears roll out and we can't control, how to be happy. You know, if you smile, if you like smile like really big, you cannot cry at the same time. Try it. If your body is smiling, you cannot be sad at the same time. Okay. So I would say just keep smiling. You guys should understand the potential of your smile. And if you do cry, it's okay. Be authentic to yourself. Crying is what? Letting go of something that is not supposed to be in the body. It's a form of letting go. So it's not wrong to cry. And if that's what you truly would, your body would like to let go of those tears, let it go, because you do feel better after you've let everything go. But you don't have to cry for everything or cry for things that are not worth it. That's what we're looking to change. So it's not wrong to cry. And how to be happy is just be happy. You have to choose. Happiness is a choice. You can try with the smile. You know, if you can smile and cry at the same time, you can try it. It doesn't happen. You have to truly smile, like not the acting smiles. If you truly smile, you will start getting happiness.
Okay, Nitya, this is an extension to the question just asked about choosing whether to fight or to avoid, whether to accept it with ease or to just avoid. So you can choose your situation. But my question is that most of the time this happens in relationship that women, even if they are wanting peace, have to like they're forced to accept the other point of view, maybe the spouse or the family or the in-laws. So even if they're not wanting to do that, I mean, whatever they want to do, and they want to make the peace, but still they are made to do certain things or take decisions or whatever that might be. So how you can turn that situation around, like you have made up in your mind that you want to be at ease no matter what they're saying, but at the same time you don't want to do something which you are not feeling light about.
Okay, you just made too many statements. Uh, so no one makes you do anything. Ritika, is there if you really don't want to do something, can anyone in the world make you do it?
That's right, but in relationships it happens,
Yeah,
in
you
the
maybe
family, because
you're choosing that because you think that will give you more ease. It'll make things better. So again, we're not choosing it because they are forcing. You are
Mhm.
choosing it because of some reason. It may give you ease, or it may You think, okay, I don't have a different choice, but we have to see why you're choosing it. One question here is, if you don't like the choice, what else is possible?
Okay.
Then another choice will open up. If you're getting into, I don't have any other choice here, ask what else is possible. Otherwise, you know you're choosing it so that you can get more ease. It's not for them. And it's okay to have ease in the family, not wrong. But it is not true that they are making you doing it.
Okay, why I'm asking this question, because I work with women who are in like abused relationship or domestic violent relationship. So there, they, even if I tell them this, they are not able to think beyond of their situation, and they feel that they are forced to do those kind of things because they don't have a choice to go out, or they don't have the courage to face the society because they will be labeled. So then they keep going back to the same situation, and they're not making that choice of change, and then they feel that they are being pressurized to be in that situation. So what question it can we can ask to make this better, so they are at ease and they can also handle that, I mean, not handle domestic abuse, but can make their or flip their situation in a better way.
See, you cannot change anyone, and if they're not convinced, they have to be willing to receive the change you have to give. You cannot force them, or you cannot beat yourself up saying they're not listening and they're not changing. You know all this. For them,
Hmm.
it will take their own time to get to the awareness. Not everyone appreciates awareness. Not everyone
Right.
wants to come out of victimhood. And when they've lived their life so many years this way, it's not suddenly easy for them to like listen to all of this. So whoever is willing to, you can take them to a different space. Whoever is not, you can't do much. And you have to be okay with not getting into this place because I know this, I will save everyone, I will change everyone. It is a two-way street. You can facilitate or gift to anyone only if they can receive, or even paid sessions only if they can receive. Right? So you have to ask, will they be able to receive this? And if they're not,
Hmm.
you should be okay because they are also infinite beings. That is their choice. They're not
Right.
victims, you're not you, and you're not their savior, right? So they are also infinite beings. They will choose when their time is right, when they get the awareness. Until then, we can intend and wish for everyone to be conscious. We can hope for everyone to be conscious, but we cannot force. Is that
Okay.
what I'm saying?
So domestic abuse also is a choice if they are planning to be there despite
Yes,
you.
despite you telling them, despite
Yes.
then yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you so much.
And there are ways people, I've seen people get out of it, and I've seen people not get out of it. So it's their choice, and I think the kindness is to honor their choice also. And the kindness to you is not for you to get into, they are not listening to me. I know I can get them out of this, but they're not listening to me. That is not kind to you.
Hmm.
Right?
Okay.
So whoever
Thank
is willing to receive, be grateful for them. Whoever is not, honor their choice. That is
okay.
what they are choosing.
Thank you.
The universe will never give me what I can't handle. This brought awareness. Does it mean that I can get my asks answered only if the universe is willing to? But the universe is always willing. Every second, it's willing to give you what you ask. And that's why if you say something stupid like I'll fall down, you will fall down. Because the universe doesn't judge what you ask, it just gives. Of course, the universe is always willing. And that's the beauty when you ask something that no one else has ever asked before, then the universe will rearrange everything to put it in place. It doesn't show up the way you expect, it will show up very different, but that's the fun of life. That's the fun of life, right? The universe is always willing. At every moment, it's always willing to give to you. And it's willing to gift you more, better than what you can even ask. So, are you willing to receive that? Okay. So, I'm working in a institute and they promise something after the work is done and they're not keeping the promise. How do I handle this situation? What am I refusing to be for them to keep up their promise? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, poison, beyonds. Did you have fear or anticipation or any anxiety that what if they don't give what they promise? This is where awareness is the key. When someone tells you, I'm going to give you something, f- choose it only if it's light, because many people will say things, they won't mean it. So you have to know what the person is meaning and what they are saying. And even if they mean it today, after a month, money and yeah, if it's money and all, people change. People tend to change. After a month, if they have to pay you, even today, if they mean to pay you, after a month, they keep changing. So we have to be in the awareness of, are they, you have to catch the energy before you do anything for them. Are they, you can ask, will they really pay me? Will this choice create for me? You have to have that awareness before you make the choice. Uh, and anyway, but let's not get upset with the situation. Let's just be, the more happier we are, things will change and more money will show up. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. Is there a way to know what is your life path? Follow what is light for you. Do you know your desires? What do you truly desire? If you know what you truly desire and then follow whatever is light for you, the universe will show you your path. How will I come to know what the universe is willing to gift us? Hmm. Even the air is a gift to us. Even the water we drink is a gift to us. So the universe is willing to gift you anything you ask. If you don't know, you can ask, what can I receive that is even beyond my imagination? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive, that will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. The life you have itself is a gift. How did you become alive? Who gifted you that? Everything that the universe is giving you, the trees give us air. If they stop, imagine what will happen. There's so much fresh water. What happens if there's no water? So everything in nature is gifted to you. The beautiful flowers you see. So there are so many things that are gifted to you. But when you take these things for granted, the air is taken for granted. No one even understands how beautiful the air is, and what happens if there is no air. Everything that the universe is giving you is a gift, and you will know it. Yeah. Yes.
Nitya,
Yes.
I wanted to ask something. Like, what happens is, if you ask something to the universe and you just leave it, and after a few days you realize that yes, now you're getting it also. Definitely, you don't get it the way you want it, but still you're okay with it. But lots of fears come with them. With your ask only, you have fears that how will we handle now. So we know that we can if we want to, but still, that fear is keep on kind of knocking again and again. I keep telling myself, no, it's okay, you can handle everything, but still it comes up, and I don't know how to handle this situation.
See, when you ask for something, what happens with an ask is all the things that will stop you from getting that ask will show up. So your fear is showing up to tell you that because of this fear, you will not get what you ask. So that's when you say, interesting point of view. I have this point of view. You have to let it go. And when you say, I don't know how to handle this, you can ask, what is right about this that I'm not getting? Ask a question. When you say, I don't know how to handle this, you're already making the energy, you're delaying the whole process. You're going to work against yourself. So let's not say, I don't know. What is the value of getting into fear? So, everywhere as a child, you've been told that if you're afraid of something, it may create something greater for you from this lifetime and across lifetimes. Will you now revoke, recant, renounce, denounce, reclaim, resign, destroy, and uncreate it all? Right, wrong,
Yes.
call nine shots, poisonous. What are you going to lose by living fearless? If something is going to happen not so great, it's going to happen anyway. If you have fear, it's going to get worse. If you don't have fear, it can change. But if that's the way things are going to happen, what is the value of having fear anyway, right?
Right.
But there is a cost to having fear. Your body will start becoming more unhealthier. You will damage things more. So live fearless. What have you got to lose? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pop. All nine
Yeah.
shots.
Thanks a lot. Feeling lighter.
Any more questions? Okay, so what can I be or do different to have so much fun and ease in my life and my office for the whole week? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. If something is heavy for us, but we still continue, how to handle this? Why would you continue if it's heavy for you? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. What else is possible for this to become lighter? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. If something is heavy and you're continuing, have you decided you have no choice? Or are you choosing this because you have to be conscious of why you're choosing something? If you're choosing it for ease, it's fine. If you're choosing it um, for some other reason, it's fine. If you don't know why you're choosing it, you have to, that's when you have to ask what else is possible. Or if you're sure this is not what I want to choose, what else is possible? Okay, so everything that brought up and let down for you, will you destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And Ravindra had asked, how will I know the universe is willing, what the universe is willing to give to you? Your body is also a gift that's given to you. How amazing it is. It stays with you even if you abuse it. Whatever you say, your body is there with you. So you've been gifted everything. Everything that comes to us for free is a gift. We just take it for granted. So everything that brought up and let down for you, will you destroy and create it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. How much more grateful can I be? How much more grateful can I be for my body to have more ease? Everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you now destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And whatever value I see in holding on to the destructive plans of anger, fear, blame, shame, guilt, regret, anticipation, anxiety, stress, and all the Shiko implants and explants hidden underneath them, will you now destroy and uncreate it once and for all eternity? Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. If we run techies bars, will they change? It's possible, Ujala. First of all, if they're a techie, they may not come to you for bars. That's a different story altogether. But it's definitely possible. Anyone can change just with choice, and people will choose it when when they want to choose it. You cannot force them, but you can be an invitation for them to choose greater. And definitely, yeah, if you do get a techie and you run their bars, again, depends on how they receive. If they're willing to receive, they can definitely change. Even if they are non-techies, if they're not willing to receive, they may not change. So it is completely case to case basis. How do I handle an insult where I'm being forced to accept something that I have not done? I'm going to ask you to use interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Interesting point of view. I have this point of view. Interesting point of view. I have this point of view. See, it's insult itself is a judgment. If you really love yourself, can anyone insult you? No. What is insult? Someone is thinking something about me. What they think about me is not my problem. And I don't have a need to change what they think about me. Right?
It's a situation where you're forced to believe in front of people that you've done something which you haven't, which you really haven't. You really haven't, and you keep telling this is not true. This is not true. You're making it up. You're making it up. So that comes like, you're cornered. You're supposed to be silent. You're shut with a loud, they're so loud, they keep on telling you, no, you've done this. You don't have anything else to retaliate rather than to just, sulk within.
No, interesting
That's
point
very
of view.
painful.
They have this point of view. What does it mean? You don't agree or align, you don't resist or react. If you retaliate, you're resisting or reacting. Why do you have to defend yourself to anyone if you know the truth? What is the point of explaining the truth to people who are not willing to hear it? But I don't sulk within because I don't agree or align to what they say because I know what I did. So then it's their problem, not yours. They will say everything. You can take it in 1 year. Have you guys seen this? Like taking in 1 year and leaving it out in the other year. Like, don't put it inside your system. Let them shout whatever they want. They're wasting their energy. Okay, at the end of it, you're cool, you're calm, and you're like, okay, interesting point of view. They have this point of view. And go sleep even more better when they shout at you. That's the best revenge you can get. Call 9 shots, boys and beyonds. Take care of yourself. Why we
Thank
choose to, yeah, why we choose to stick what we feel good and light for us, and how we can perceive and be like that for others. You have to keep asking questions. What will this choice create for me? What will this choice create for me? For every choice you make, then you can perceive. Then so you have to be willing to ask that question first. And rather than blindly choosing, consciously choosing. Even before picking a phone call, will this choice create for me? Even before wearing the shirt, will this shirt create for me? Be willing to ask questions. And the more you ask questions, the more you perceive. The more you follow your awareness, acknowledge that you can perceive. When you acknowledge you can do something, it increases. When you disacknowledge something, it reduces. So it's very important to be kind to yourself. Acknowledge. Even in the whole day, if I could perceive only one thing and I misjudged 100 things, it's okay. You have to say, wow, I perceived one thing. You should not focus on what didn't work. Focus on what works. Celebrate yourself. And we are all beings who can perceive. You're all gifted with awareness. We're all gifted with amazing capacities. So let's not tell ourselves that I can't do it. I can do it. So, amazing question, which changed my whole. This is a question that changed my whole life. What can I be to know more, be more, perceive more, and receive more? And everything that does not allow me to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. It's from one of the Access books. I don't remember which book, but this is the question that I read. And I would continuously ask this. Every day I would start with, what can I be or do different to know more, be more, perceive more, and receive more? And when you say perceive more, you're already functioning from I can perceive, I want to perceive more. If you say, what can I be to perceive? Are you functioning from I can't perceive and now I have to perceive? So the words with which you ask anything matters a lot. So, what can I be or do different to know more, be more, perceive more, and receive more? And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. And it's so much fun when you live from knowing, being, perceiving, and receiving rather than thoughts, feelings, emotions. Yeah. So, what if you can get into? It's very easy. So, ask a question. Whatever you require, you just have to ask a question. How does it get better than that? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. When you don't ask a question, you are stuck in the past or you're reacting. So, present, if you have to get to the present, you start with a question. Even like Tina was saying about something, the mind saying, showing you the same wire. What can I be to walk with ease this time? Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, poc, all 9 shots, boys and beyonds. How does it get better than this? So, any sort of question will help you get away. So, it's not that you will not get those sticky situations, but that's when I ask, what is right about the situation that I'm not getting? How do I change the energy of what shows up with the question? And why did it show up this way? 100% I have created it. No one else has. Right, wrong, good, bad, fought for call 9 shots, boys and girls. So it's okay if I've created crap. Let me celebrate. See, the crap, if it shows up today, you can celebrate it. Because otherwise it will show up 10 years later when you're much older and it's much harder in your pot. So celebrate the crap. It's like, just what is it? The universe telling you, see, you have to let this go. Your point of view still hasn't changed. It hasn't changed. And
Nitya, can I ask you something? Good morning.
good morning. Yes, please.
I have a thyroid problem. Okay, and when I had gone to show the doctor, he said that with thyroid you have to have cholesterol and you have to have diabetes. I
Oh,
told him my report said I am not a diabetic. He's saying I don't believe your report, and he was screaming so much. It has left an impact on my mind. Now this is at least 8 years back, but the impact is so much. After that, I have been doing regular checkups. Only once I came to the border. But I was on the, matlab, I was not given as a diabetic, but I was on the border told to be careful. after that, I've always been non-diabetic, but that impact of fear is so much in my mind that, like, when you read that, these are the symptoms of diabetics. A small thing like if you scratch and it becomes red means you have diabetes. So if anything, even if a mosquito bites and I scratch myself, becomes red, I become hyper. Oh, I've got diabetes. I got diabetes. Though the reports keep telling me I'm not a diabetic,
Yeah,
but
I
I
would
have, reduced my sugar.
yeah, don't get
There
into
is so
the
much.
fear. Don't get into the fear. Otherwise, you will create diabetics. So all the trifold sequencing systems of what the doctor said will you destroy and uncreate it. Right, wrong, good, bad, pot, pock, all nine shots, boys and beyonds. And how many 10 seconds in the past is that? So you're spoiling your present based on something someone told 7, 8 years in the past. Is that worth it? No. So when you get those thoughts, tell your mind, either pod and pock the fear or interesting point of view. The doctor has this point of view. Interesting point of view. The doctor has this point of
That's what I've not done, but pod and pock, I do it regularly.
view. Please do that.
But interesting point, it has not struck me to do that. But this I have
Just
been doing, but it's yet working on my fear.
yeah. So work that. And what can I be to go beyond this fear? And body, I'm so grateful that you're so healthy. And everything that does not allow you to know, be, perceive, and receive that, will you destroy and uncreate it all. Right, wrong, good, bad, pod, pock, all nine shots, boys and girls. Okay, guys, thank you. I have to leave now. We are closing the call for today. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Someone has joined right now. Okay. So please listen to the recordings. I will catch you guys next Monday. Thank you so
Bye,
much.
Nithya,
Nitya.
just
Thank
Nithya,
you.
Thank you. Nithya, one thing. Nithya, Soul's Temple, please.
Yeah, I forgot about it. I'll get back.
Please, please. I'm really interested.
Sure.
Thank you.
Okay, thank you. Bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you, Nithya. Thank you so much.
Thank
Thank
you,
you.
ma'am.
Bye bye.
Thank you.
Thank you.